Let's add a plug to anything. We're gonna add a plug to this, basically this bathroom fan, whatever you wanna call it. Usually these things are hardwired in, but today we're actually gonna run it with a plug. And the reason why I'm doing this is actually not even for permanently. I'm doing this for another video for another channel. So I just wanna wire this up to a plug. I'm gonna show you how to do it in this video. So what we're looking at here is actually a Luminary smart bathroom fan. So I want to basically use it and play with it without it having to be installed in my ceiling. So how would I do that? How do I get power to it? That's where this comes into play. So this is actually a plug from an old drill that I just cut off and saved. All right. So first thing we do is obviously we want to expose all the wires. And this is a very old plug, okay? And what you're looking for, usually it's called like an appliance plug or appliance wire, and basically one side is just raw wires and the other side is a plug. All right, so we will get this fan on. This thing is pretty cool. It's got a bunch of different features and lights, and it syncs to music. I don't know, it's really neat. So first thing we're gonna do is strip these wires with a wire stripper. Okay, so black, white, and green for ground. Okay, there's our 3 wires. We are going to wind these up like so. One thing I always wondered is when you do this, you're kind of getting your grease, so your hands all over that. Does that ever impact the continuity? I feel like maybe on some high-end stuff it might, but in this case, these actually have these fancy connectors on them. But if you didn't have the fancy connectors, you would basically just put the black to the black, the white to the white, and the green to the green, and wire nothing together. So if you wire nothing together, actually, what I would suggest is if you're gonna do this like permanently, you wire them together, and then you probably wanna get something along the lines of this. So this is a kit you get right on Amazon. But basically what these do is this is like a shrink wrap. So what you would do is put this over the connection and then use like a heat gun and shrink it on there. And basically it'll basically hold it together. So that's if you're doing like permanent fix. You can also duct tape it, electrical tape it and stuff like that. But let's get to it. So black, so we want black. And these connectors are really fancy. I've seen like Wagyu and all those ones, but actually I'm trying to figure out how this works. So we're basically wiring the black to the black. Oh, there we go. So you just push it down like this and you just push this wire in and close it. Do the ground. So we'll put the ground in there. I didn't push it in far enough last time. And the last one we'll do is the white, okay? In no particular order. So again, you open these little connectors up and you close it. Really neat. And then what we do is, now that this is wired up, we can plug this in. So we're going to plug this fan in, just like that. And then let's kind of get this thing working. So this is a bunch of features, lights, and all kinds of stuff here. So you just have to plug it in. So we will do that. And there we go. So now we have a light. This actually has a remote. But the neat thing about this is that it has an app. So now all right, so that is how you add a plug to anything. Very simple. It's got tons and tons of different usage. I will be making more videos on this Luminary fan. It's really neat. We're gonna set it up Wi-Fi, control it. We're gonna get crazy here. If you wanna check that out, check out Found Me DIY TV. I'm Mike, and I am hardwired, not really hardwired, actually plugged in